Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Are you familiar with this acronym, NIMBY? NIMBY means not in my backyard. And that is used by, I would say, spoiled brats or people who really are not just or fair, who would like, for instance, the government to implement a policy, for instance, that will not affect them. Everything that I'm okay with that. I'm for it as long as it doesn't affect me. So let's say the government wants to start a project somewhere, build a road. Yeah, I'm for it, but not in my area, your area. So that is, I'm okay with it as long as it affects me. If it affects me, I'm not okay with it, but I'm okay with the policy affecting anybody else but me. So that's a very toddler mentality, infantile, selfish. Or to give you another example, is the so-called global warming fight. So, you fight against the global warming. These guys, not all of them, some of them support, let's fight the global warming. As long as it will affect their lives mildly, their lifestyle. Once that, let's say, the soybean latte that they drink in the morning is going to be affected and is going to either cost a little bit more or will be more scarce, then they will throw a fit like a toddler, like infantiles that they are. So NIMBY, not in my backyard. You can be affected, not me. You want to bury that over there? Do it, but not in my neighborhood. So the same thing is this article here, where we have George Soros Jr., who it seems he got the reins of the Soros empire, and he is doing exactly that. And that is waste, burying chemical waste, not in his neighborhood, but in Ukraine. So Soros, if I remember correctly, he's Jewish, just a coincidence, spoke with Yermak, who is the chief of staff of Zelensky, president of Ukraine, Jewish, both of them. So he spoke with Yermak and Zelensky, so it's all three guys, just a coincidence. They decided that Ukrainian nation, the country of Ukraine, should bury some chemical waste because these three guys decided for the Ukrainian nation. Very good. Go and elect again one of these guys. One. Remember, the other one was appointed, and the other one was a... Anyway, Sputnik. Soros Jr. secures reported chemical waste agreement with Ukraine. The deal will purportedly see Dow Chemical, DuPont, BASF, Evonik Industries, Vital, and Sanofi burying hazardous waste in the European country free of charge. Free of charge. Alexander Soros. Very surprising name for Soros, Alexander. All right. Is that the leader of the people? Is that what it is in Greece? Is it? I think so. If not. The son of controversial American financier, George Soros. You see, you have to refer to George Soros as either a philanthropist, Hungarian-born, billionaire, financier, hedge fund, whatever. That's what he is. Don't mention anything else related to anything else. Even though he's proud of that, so it's not something that we should hide, but it seems like some other people are not very proud of that. So he has reached an agreement with with authorities from Ukraine, not Ukraine, to allocate 400 square kilometers of land, so that would be about what? 300 square miles of land for a disposal of hazardous waste, according to an investigation by French journalist Jules Vincent. Or Vincent, well, whatever. Don't break a mouth here. Materials published by Vincent on X, formerly Twitter, indicate he was approached by an anonymous source from Kiev's Ministry of Agriculture. By Ukrainian, you mean? The source revealed that the agreement was reached during a meeting on November 7 between Soros Jr. and the head of Volodymyr Zelensky's office, Andriy Yermak, that fat dude with a lot of power. Under the terms of the agreement, Ukraine will transfer land to American companies for the burial of hazardous waste from chemical, pharmaceutical, and oil companies for an indefinite period of time and free of charge. The companies include Dow Chemical, DuPont, BASF, Evonik Industries, Vital, and Sanofi. Vincent published a document signed by the parties with a statement to that effect. It states that Soros, and I'm quoting, intends to ensure reliable communication between Zelensky's office and the representatives of the said companies, end quote. According to the source, the land in question is located in the Ternopol, Khmelnytsky, and Chernovitsky regions, fertile black soil farming areas in the western part of Ukraine. Those are not owned by Ukraine anyway. I think they're owned by the Americans as far as I remember. And I'm quoting, the Ministry of Agrarian Policy and Food of Ukraine has been asked to coordinate the allocation of dozens of land plots with a total area of 400 square kilometers, the journalist quoted the source as saying. He called this decision fatal. I don't know if it's fatal or not. It happened in many other European countries. So the same, these guys in the West buried in the East. Why? Because they can. And I'm quoting, this will not only render these lands unsuitable for wheat production, but will also cause irreparable damage to the ecosystems of these regions, the ministry official wrote, stressing the need to draw the attention of Western public to this outrageous deal. Now, I was about to say, well, irreparable damage to ecosystem and so on. I was about to say, well, I'm pretty sure those things are, and some people might also say, I guess, or think, and I thought this for about 3 seconds, and then I came with the answer. I said, oh, but I'm going to say it. I'm pretty sure those things will be buried in accordance with, regulations, and there will be no threat whatsoever. They go like 1,000 miles deep in the ground, and they will reach on the other side of the earth and so on. So this is going to be all safe. But the problem is this: if that is the case, why did these companies, not Ukrainian companies, bury their shit somewhere else, far from their houses? So that would tell me that they know there's a danger and that's not okay. Otherwise, they would put it in the backyard. But they don't put it in their backyard, they put it in your backyard. So that tells me there are problems with all the regulations, all the safety shit. The same thing with many other chemical waste in the States of America. They're far away from us. Why is that? Because they bury here too. It's not only far away. They try to do it over there, and it's just a coincidence that it's 3 guys of the same in the same team that to do this to the Ukrainians who are not in the team. The Ukrainians are the, how do you call it, the host that is sucked by these friends of theirs. All right, let's move on. George Soros' activities have often drawn criticism due to his financial speculation. Oh my, financial speculation. That's business. And he is accused of orchestrating a regime change in several countries. I told you first time when I heard about George Soros, the name George Soros, was when I was a child. And there were some so-called demonstrations in Bucharest in those times. And that's the first time when someone said, a guy on a television said, those are Soros money. Those are sponsored by Soros. Soros distributed the Soros money. And I was like, who the f*** says that? Like, I was a child. Soros is going to go himself and is going to give money to the people so they can go and demonstrate over there. Not Soros personally, but he's going to have people that work for NGOs, and the NGOs get money from Soros to do exactly that. The open society. right? Open door society, open society. Is that what it is? Yeah, that's what one of them that came straight down on Romania. So I know that not only that, it's more to talk about it, but not here right now. The financier himself does not deny that his money contributed to, among others, the Orange Revolution in Ukraine in 2004 and the Euromaidan in 2013-2014. But he's gonna say, we did this for an open society to promote democracy, freedom, love, and all that. Under that fake umbrella operates this kind of appoints whomever. Like here, some judges are just financed, or how to say campaign donations or whatever. In various countries, he has been accused of interfering in internal affairs. That's why in Russia and Hungary, he's out. The media often associate Soros with the Democratic Party in the United States. Often. All right, in Russia, Soros Open Society and Open Society foundations have been recognized as undesirable organizations since 2015. The Russian Prosecutor General's office stated that Soros organizations pose a threat to the foundations of the constitutional order and the security of the state. It's okay, they're now in Ukraine and they're bearing, but question, does Soros own or anything those companies enumerated here? He doesn't have to own them, correct? Dow Jones, DuPont, BASF, but probably he's got some money invested in that. He's got must have something, otherwise why is he over there? And then the next question is, why would Soros, an investor or whatever, go? He would meet these guys, I guess, right? Is that what he said? That a meeting on November 7th between Soros Jr. and Andriy Yermak. So why this guy goes in himself as a messenger of peace, goes to Ukraine or wherever these guys met and have this done deal? He is the what? The connector? Anyway, the point is this. Ukraine will have international businesses, companies, chemical waste buried in their land, but they say at no fee of charge, indefinite period. So I guess you should celebrate. Americans are coming. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.